Hey y'all, this is Clay with Clay's Backyard Bees. It's Friday the 6th, March. Did my mite treatment on this hive this morning, and it was 9 mites, so it's 3%. This one here had 3 mites in it, my big one. I'm going to do the oxalic acid treatment in my first round. This is the first time I've used this. I got this brand new from Bud Willis of Bud's Bees as a prize. And so the instructions say 1 of his measuring cups and a half to double deep. So I'm going to put that in here and then slide it into the hive and then plug it in to my little battery pack and close everything up. First thing I want to do is pull this off and put a rag over top of my vent holes here. So I've got an old t-shirt, just gonna lay up here and cover up those vent holes that's right there to keep the gases from escaping out of that. Looks like get this pushed back up forward like it should be. Got that covering that vent hole, got that covering that vent hole. I got this one for to put down over the front. Once I slide that in, I got my respirator on. The wind stopped blowing, so it's not blowing like it was earlier today. So I'll be able to put it in and then step back away from it while it's doing its thing for 2 minutes. And that's 2.5 or 1.5. Spread it out. Alright, I probably need to, I don't know if I can slide it in. Yeah, I'm going to take I'll take my entrance reducer out for just a minute. Maybe. There we go. Just move it out of the way for right now. I'll slide this right up in there, about midways. Like so, something like so. Then we're going to come over and hook it up. Just like so. We're going to cover that up and then we're going to step back. And I'm going to start a timer for 2 minutes. This is the first time I've used a OA vaporizer like this. I've had it hooked up to this little Insta power pack. I figured that should work. Oh yeah, I see vapors coming out from around the t-shirt. Don't know if you can see the vapors coming out of the t-shirt, around the t-shirt or not. Oop. Okay, there's the 2-minute alarm, but I think it's just now started vaporizing, so might want to give it a little more time to go. So we'll let it go for another minute. And then once it goes a minute, yeah, you can see the vapors coming out the top and just kind of trickling out around the t-shirt I got at the top. So we'll let it go for another minute and then I'll unplug it and then let it sit for a minute, and then we'll be able to move over and do this hive over here. Now this hive over here, I've got a screen bottom board, so I've got a piece of cardboard back there. I'm gonna slide in there to put the unit on, because just in case it shorts out. I don't know if it's short out or not, but just to be safe, better be safe than sorry. Alright, so that's been another minute there, so now we're going to unplug the battery. And now we'll let it set in there for another minute, just like that. Alright, so it's been another minute now since I've unplugged it. So now I'm going to just take the t-shirt off and pull the unit out, and then I'll close it back up and let it set for 10 minutes. Alright, so now we'll let it sit for 10 minutes. And then once that's done, I'll take the rag back off, put the introducer back on it, and put the top back on it. Then we'll move over to my big hive. I'm going to go ahead and treat my my big hive, even though it's just at 1%. I'm going to go ahead and treat it too, so I'm going to do that as well. So I'm going to pause the video, and then we'll pick back up once I get on the big hive. Alright. So I got this one set up now. I got the cardboard in it. I can slide that on top of. Got my rag on top. I got my alarm set for 3 minutes, which is running. So by the time I get it done up and put in there, adjust that again, because a minute's pretty fast when you're trying to do crazy stuff. It's 1.5. That's a handy little scooper that he sent with it. You got the vaporizer, the little scooper, and then oxalic acid. So buds, bees, I sure appreciate that giveaway you did, in with conjunction with Bruce Wallace. That was mighty nice of you guys to do that. So put that on. Oh my goodness, we got my rag. Get my rag closed up, and I'm going to back away while it's vaporizing, because my respirator is for organic vapors. I mean, that's organic vapors, but people say it's the pink and the yellow cartridges are better. I don't have the pink and yellow cartridges, and but the ones I do have is for organic vapors. And I'm just going to back away. Yeah, see, I knew that wasn't going to be good enough. So we're going to let it run for another 2 minutes. Now I knew my alarm wasn't going to be good enough. I had to wait till the sun was going down, because I wanted to get the most bees in the hive, and because all the foragers were out flying, because it was a real pretty day. It was probably 72 degrees, sunny, and so I was wanting to make sure I got all of the foragers back in the hive. And so we'll let them do their thing. Yep, I see vapors coming out the top. Gonna let it run for just a little bit longer. But I do see vapors coming out the top. Looks like some of the late foragers are coming back, and there's a few flying around the front that can't get in. So I'm gonna unplug it now and let it sit there for another minute. I didn't have like a car battery, I just had this little jump starter, 12 volt jump starter battery that I use around here for different things. And so I was using that, put a good charge on it and use that. It works the same as a 12 volt battery. So yeah, you can see got some vapors coming out the corner right there. Got a little vapors escaping right there a little bit. But so that should be good. Oh, it's been over a minute. So we're just going to take the towel off, or the rag off, for just a minute, and then we'll slide both of these out. So there's the one. And then we'll slide that out, and then we're going to close it back up for another minute, or well, actually 10 minutes it says. So 10 minutes is what it says, or what I've heard and read. 10 minutes after you do the vapor. This hive here, when I tested it today, it was 1%. There was 3 mites on my test in the jar, my alcohol wash. And so since I was treating that hive there, that one here had 9 mites. So it was at 3%, and that one desperately needed treated. I decided I'd go ahead and treat this one as a precautionary measure and go ahead and get them on the same schedule. So then in 5 to 7 days I'll do my second treatment. And since the OA vaporizer doesn't penetrate into the caps, the cap brood, that's why you have to do 3 treatments 5 to 7 days apart. So that way the brood hatches and you get the new brood out and everything like that, and the cells are open. So yeah, so I'll do my second treatment sometime next weekend, and get the second treatment going, and we'll get this get these mites treated. But once again, thanks Bud's Bees, Mr. Bud Willis of Bud's Bees, for the prize that he put together with Bruce Wallace and one of his Beetle Buster baseboards. That's on its way. Once I get it and everything, be looking forward to getting that installed. Some hive beetles in this one, and I've seen hive beetles in my 8 frame. It's taking a little longer for the Beetle Buster baseboard because I requested an 8 frame, because that's what I'm building is 8 frames. This 10 frame is just one out of the ones I want to have. So the 8 frame is he had to build it, so it took just a little longer. He didn't have it on hand to ship. So, but hey, I can wait on it. It looks like a great product. I'll be glad to get it. But I'm gonna get this wrapped up, or actually unwrapped, and then put back together, and get on out of here. Appreciate you watching my videos. Put me a thumbs up, like the videos, share them, and that's all I got for you.